Hey fam, Joe from True Concept here. Today, we're unraveling one of life's strangest mysteries. How my wife unfucked my life in less than 100 days. A funny but true tale of child support, confusion, ex-drama, and a heroic wife who saved both my wallet and my sanity. When I first met my wife, my daughter was 6, and I was already knee-deep in Aussie-style child support payments to my ex. Then, on top of that, my ex would regularly roll out the tear-jerking guilt trip. Oh, your daughter wants to try interpretive tap dancing on roller skates. It's only 5 easy payments of your monthly salary. And I dutifully pony up every extra cent, convinced I was doing the right thing. But paying out half my paycheck for every brand new extracurricular or invented crisis started looking less like child support and more like
dad sabotage.
That's when my then girlfriend, now wife, took one look at my bank statements and said, "Nope, we are not letting you get drained like a kiddie pool in a drought." The moment I stopped forking over extra money, my ex absolutely lost it. She refused to let me see my daughter for 3 months. I had to start the legal route just to regain access. Fortunately, about 3 months in, she realized she was pushing her luck. I got to see my daughter again, and we've kept a great relationship ever since. 15 years later, my daughter still remembers what happened, but we've all moved forward. The best part, those days taught me 2 things. Never let guilt rule your wallet, and never underestimate what a loving partner can do to save your butt. 10 steps. My wife used to unfuck my life. She declared financial quarantine. The day she saw my bank balance gasping for air, she put her foot down. She told me to freeze all extra payments and let the actual child support system do its thing. This was like hitting the financial panic button. No more hemorrhaging money. She led an emergency math intervention. She grabbed a notepad, hammered out the child support formula, and showed me all the real costs I was already covering. Sports, birthday gifts, weekend activities. Suddenly, it clicked. I wasn't obligated to pay twice or thrice for the same expenses. She activated the guilt exterminator. Every time my ex texted me a sob story about this new must-have class or that urgently needed equipment, child support covers that. Thanks for letting me know. No guilt, no drama, just facts on repeat. She composed the perfect comeback script. I was a pushover before, but my wife wrote me a handy cheat sheet of polite, direct lines. Stuff like, "I'm happy to support my daughter. The required child support is already allocated." It felt weirdly magical to have a set response that wasn't, "Sure, how much do you need this time?" She instituted the me first budget rule. My wife insisted that I take care of my own basic needs first. Rent, bills, a little savings, so I wouldn't be left eating noodles every night, and not the fancy kind either. This oxygen mask on first strategy saved me from financial doom. She enrolled me in Ex-Drama Avoidance 101. When the ex tried to block me from seeing my daughter, my wife calmly reassured me. She can't do that forever. Let the lawyers handle it. Did it stress me out? Absolutely. But my wife's firm stance helped me not emotionally cave and hand over more money, just to appease the ex. She walked me through the legal maze. Lawyers, legal forms, scheduling. I was clueless. My wife jumped in like a project manager from heaven. She helped me navigate each document and court appearance, so I wouldn't throw my hands up and revert to, "Here's all my cash, just let me see my kid." She became my personal hype squad. During those lonely 3 months, I felt worthless. My wife was like a motivational speaker on constant replay. "You're a great dad. Your daughter loves you. Stand your ground." That unconditional support kept me from spiraling. She showed me the bigger picture. We'd talk about the future, about how, in a year, my daughter would still have her father, and I would still have a roof over my head. She reminded me I was worthy of life and love. At my darkest point, when I feared the ex would never let me see my daughter again, and the financial stress was crushing me, my wife gently reminded me that my life had value. She convinced me to speak to a counselor, to focus on my mental health, and to let go of the idea that I had to buy peace of mind. And that's what truly saved me in more ways than one. Fast forward more than a decade, and guess what? My daughter and I are solid. She knows the full story. Yes, even the part where her mum cracked the shuts for a few months. But we've all moved on, learned from the fiasco, and kept our sense of humour about it. I now sleep better at night, knowing that I'm paying the proper share for my daughter's expenses, and not financing any imaginary circus camps or underwater tango lessons. My wife remains the champion of common sense, the guardian angel of my finances, and the person who saved me, quite literally, from drowning in despair. So here's to the partner who shows up, sees your life in chaos, and says, "Hold my coffee, I'll unfuck this mess in under 100 days." I'm living proof that the right person at your side can make you rethink your entire approach, help you stand tall against manipulation, and most importantly, remind you that you're worth sticking around for.